Hello everyone, Murray the Pie Man here, sometimes just Murray, to start off our pilot season. Now, I do apologise about the display. I'm trying to get to grips with making the OBS record in different resolutions, so I'll see how this one pans out. Hopefully it's usable, otherwise I've just wasted 20 minutes of my life on this. So you might not be able to see, but the game I have picked to play is Sid Meier's Pirates. Now, it being a Sid Meier game, for those of you who don't know, playing just 20 minutes of this is pretty tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set myself a timer, which I'm going to kick off when I start recording. If I like where I've got to, I'll make sure I save the game before I finish, and I'll put this up to see how well it works as a one that I could potentially do as a series. Failing that, I may even still put it up as the pilot. So we shall see. So I'm just starting the timer now, and that's 20 minutes. It began with a celebration. There's no actual speech in this, it's all kind of sounds. Indebted to years to the Marquis de Montauban, a family's prosperity was soon to be restored. Their fleet was due to arrive on the morrow, carrying both their hopes and their salvation. But the celebration was befouled by an unwelcome guest. The Marquis himself arrived, bearing ill tidings. The fleet had been lost, and the debt had come due. The family's property was seized, and they were pressed into bondage. But one of them would not be a slave. He's not a pirate at all. No siree. And so it was that the brave young scion escaped his family's fate, swearing to save them and one day avenge the Marquis's foul deed. Marquis? Marcus. Marquis. 10 years later, now grown to his full measure, and quite buff, the young adventurer began his quest to find his family and restore their fortune. Seeking passage to the New World, you inquire at a public house. If ye be looking for passage to the Americas, ye can sign up here. Yeah, I am going to be doing bad pirate. So yep, there's my pirate name, Red Murray. So we will keep that. I'm going to actually make myself a journeyman captain. I know roughly what I'm doing. I'm going to keep a fencing skill, and I'm going to stick it in the... So you can see we've got apprentice, it cuts a lot of the bits of the game out. So I'm going for journeyman. Adventurers for experienced sea captains, more dangerous villains and more treacherous. Rogue, only the bold will attempt the rogue riddle. Skilled opponents will constantly challenge you. And Swashbuckler for the consummate sea dog. You can have a skill at fencing, skill at gunnery, which will include your aim actually, skill at navigation, skill at medicine. Now that's tempting because the game actually does have a time limit on it. And your wit and charm, because part of this is romancing doctors, but I'm particularly bad at fencing. I'm actually bad at all of them, but we'll go for fencing. And this is sort of the eras, so it's quite interesting. After the 1590s, the Spanish Empire, the reputed riches, pleasant climate and emptiness still beckons. So, the new colonists, new colonial reports are God-sent privateers, so it's nice wee bits of Caribbean history, and that's one of the things I like. It does actually have elements of the history of the sort of this era. I'm going to stick in the Buccaneer Heroes. It's kind of where all the things are. And the last one is that's again getting. You need to sign on with a crew. The captains at yonder tables will gladly take you aboard. So you can sign up with the French, the Spanish, the Dutch, or the English. I think there are some advantages. I usually go with the English. Yeah, I know, Scotsman and everything, but it just allows you to start in new with certain kits. And to be honest, I've never actually played as anyone else, but I'll stick with this.
When in Zella.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Dread Murray. We sail with the tide. The crossing was fraught with terror and cruelty. The captain drove the ship and her crew to breaking. Yeah, that's uncalled for. Oh, don't go for his medallion, he gets really delicate about it. Pushed beyond all decency, the crew mutinies. Hope you can hear me over this music, I'm never quite sure which is higher or lower. Yeah, he's that much when he's firing a cannon into his own crew. He's going to smash bits of the ship. Time to swashbuckle. Sword in the teeth and everything. And it's got a good fun sense of humour in the game. Nice feeling of swashbuckling. Yeah, they fling him into his boat. Free and under full sail, the ship and its crew are at your command. You make your way into the Caribbean, because quite frankly it's nice there. A fortune to be had. A family to rescue. A revenge to be served. Me hearties yo ho, your destiny awaits you. So that's the intro. I like the way they kind of work it into a bit of the game, so we're now going to sail straight in to a port, Barbados. So this is your standard port. They get various different, some of them are bigger, some of them fortresses. Usually a string of things you have to do. So first thing, you usually have a chat with the governor. My dear Dread Murray, please come in. I'm not going to read these all out because it gets very repetitive. You may be interested to know we're at war with the evil Spanish and the slimy French. Now this changes as the game goes on, alliances shift, but it's fun nonetheless to try. Yeah, he seems cool about his mutinying and stealing a boat, and he's offering us a letter of marque. So technically we're privateers, but we do have a letter of marque eventually from everyone. Plunder and sink the ships of our enemies. That map shows you the nearest enemy city. It's the French city of Martinique, which lies a short distance to the northwest. There it is, Martinique. In fact, a juicy French ocean bark was seen this morning heading in that direction. Good day, Mr. Dreadmurray. So, we then can go to the pub. Of course, we're pirates, there should be a good bar fight, so we'll go... Oh, Martinique can upgrade our ship with triple hammocks. That can make our ship carry more crew. Worth doing. Oh, no news around here from the buxom barmaid. I don't have that, but that's quite handy. This is as you build up your character. I'm going to get a crew because crew are useful. They make your ship react faster and allow you to reload your guns faster, so I always try to get as many. Now there is a merchant. You could actually... I'm going to up the amount of food. You could actually do this whole game as more of a trading game, but I usually don't. And there is also a shipwright. So there's our ship, the Rwengi. Some of the other areas will have things that you can buy. This will usually be where you repair as well. And if you capture ships, this is where you can sail. So let's set sail and conquer. Oh, there's that bark that we're looking for. So we're going to sail towards it and attack. We've got 8 guns and 73 men, so we outgun them and outman them. That's a good start. So here we are, we've got the wind. Now, they're having a quick pop at us with the guns. I think we're better. There's me opening fire. Oh! Good gunnery there. Now, those bits out there, that's a crewman I can pick up. And in fact, I can also get their cargo, but it's quite tricky to do. Because what I'm wanting to do is turn. Oh. Yeah, so... they didn't think they could stand, so we don't sadly get to see that, so we'll take all their stuff, because that's stuff we can sell. Can't take any more guns, not a full amount of guns, but we'll keep the ship, because we can sell her. So, let's see what's up here. There's Martinique. We might want to harass some French shipping. I'll also see what's around here, because if there's a Spanish or Dutch port, I'll go in there and get my letter of marque from them. So as you can see, if the wind's behind you, now in the higher levels the wind does change direction more. Now, they're not going to be too happy with me. Let's see. Guadeloupe, so we're mostly French. In fact, let's have a look at the map just quickly, just to see So we're here. We're very much in French territory. We've got to go right up there. But that's no bad thing. So we'll continue up there. As you can see, there's things that you can rename ships. We'll go through some of that later if we keep going. So I'm going to go up here and harass some French shipping a bit. Let's see. Oh, that looks like a fairly tasty ship. Let's see what it is. Merchantman. 8 guns, 53 men. 76 guns. Yep, I think they're slightly outman us. Do we? We've got some grape shots. So I'm going to come in at her. I actually want to keep the ship in good condition. As you can see, the gun port's open when the guns are ready to fire. Oh, they unseated a gun. You see, taking out mainly crew, and let's. No, I don't think they're going to give up. So I'm going to take the rapier for quick attack. I've got to admit, I'm still getting to grips with this again. So the idea is you've got to try and see what the captains are doing. And there are parries and that sort of thing. Ultimately, if you've got more men, you get more time to beat the enemy captain. You can either throw them into the fire or kick them off the boat, depending. These get better because you start getting things lying around, which kind of adds to, you start getting things. So you kicks buckets at people. Oh, yep. We'll take some of their crew. We'll take all your stuff again. And what else? Now, I'm not going to harass the English at the moment. What's that? Merchantman. How much food do we have? 8 months of food. I should have probably. In fact. Whoa! Yeah, so you can see there Guadeloupe's not happy with me at all. 12 guns, 48. Alright, we've got 12 guns yet. Let's go for that. Yeah, we might be cutting it fine, but let's give it a go. Oop. Again, wanting grape shot. Loaded. Means we've got to get close. Because they'll be wanting to. They're trying to sort out their manpower. They're trying to sink us. That should be good. Let's see if we can get some of their crew. Oh, wow. I really thought they put up more of a fight. Okay. Need to get to a port, I think, because oh, there's a French pirate hunter. Yeah, let's see. You know what? I'm going to give it a go. This could be a disaster. This could be one of the shortest Let's Plays ever. Again, it's the crew that's worrying me, so let's get into grape shot range. That's my stuff. Yep. So let's fight this officer and hope. There's some buckets. So I kick a bucket at him. Oh, he was rubbish. You see, the minute you defeat the captain, you win. So. There you go. We've got more guns. Basically loads of stuff, because once you collect things, they can be split over your ship, so I'm going to stay away, because that's... Let's see where we're going. There's Nevis. I'm going to actually try and go up to St. Kitts, because it's a bit wealthier. What's that ship there? Is that French frigate, an invasion force? Yeah, I think they're going to try and... St. Martin. Who's a St. Martin? That's not ours. It's just my ship's taking some damage. Normally I would, it's a frigate, and frigates are quite decent ships to have. So, got a few things to do. Let's have a chat with the governor first. Yep, I know we're at war with evil. Fine. So he's actually promoting me to captain. Yeah. And he's granted me an estate. And this is her. So that's a beautiful daughter. Up. So apparently to get a beautiful daughter, I've got to be a baron. Yeah, sadly, women aren't well represented in the game, being gravity-defying busts. And so first we're going to consult with the ship right now. I think, let's just have a look, because that 50 ton versus a 40 ton. So that's Saint Antoine. She's got copper plating, grape shot. Yeah, I think the slip of war is probably better. So I'm going to make her my flag. I'm going to repair her. I'm going to sell the Versailles. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to trade with the merchant, because I've got quite a lot of stuff that I can sell to build up my... open up some space in the hold. I've got plenty of food. There we go. So you see I'm also making some gold... oh, that's as much as he can afford. I've cleaned out the merchant. That's fine. Right, let's go with the ship right now, because... right, so let's sell this one as well, the merchantman. Right, and so... I'll repair the Leon, repair the Revenge. But I'm going to make this my flagship. Well, to do that, if I remember, I have to check status. I have to be at sea for it, maybe. I'll have a go, because I'll keep it as a Saint Antoine. Right, so I've done that. Visit the tavern, last thing. So. Yes, she's a real beauty, but also very picky about who she goes out with. Ooh. So, shield somebody's give you a hint. Let's see if he's got anything. Yep. So these are some of the things. There's also famous pirates to defeat and find their treasure, but you've got to get bits of their map, as well as your family and various members of your family, which is a long progress. Let's go up here. So that's there. So we're going to sail away. Right, now hang on. I'm just going to go into my fleet status. Now I can make the Saint Antoine, or whatever it's called. So, let's go up to some of these Dutch colonies. We've now got a sloop of war. Oh no, the French have captured St. Martin. I was probably going to go there. Well, there's St. Eustace. Nope, it's not be St. Martin where I was going. Grumble, grumble. So, are we at war with the Dutch? Don't think so. Find out soon. If not, hopefully I can not attack any Dutch shipping. So let's have a chat to the governor. So that's a Dutch governor. There's basically an English governor, French governor, and Spanish one. Oh no, so they'll be happy that we've captured some French ships as well. In fact, he's already making me a captain. So that's handy. So you're building up ranks in everyone's navy. So that's attractive, and the other one is rather plain, who they sadly introduce as my rather plain. But she wants a colonel to attract it. So you can see your rank if you want to romance a more attractive daughter. And again, I might as well nip into the tavern while I'm here. Pick up a pure crew. Antigua, they can give us cotton sails. Now, I'm going to find an English soup called the Gift going to San Juan. Yep, I'll take it. Jean Lafayette's treasure. So it's southwest. Oh well, it's in the area. Southwest of San Juan. We might get quite a lot of. Probably not. We're going to be short on time. We'll get these. Welcome aboard, mates. We'll go and see if we can capture one more ship. A wee bit more combat. So sadly, I haven't seen. There's still a lot of stuff which could. Oh, I forgot to check in the merchant. There's still a lot of cargo. So let's try and find someone to fight. Again, I bet if we go too close to that, maybe not. But we are somewhat. and let's just check the map, because I want to see where we are. Yeah, so we should follow the path, let's not chase that French ship. Now my ideal is I usually want to get a frigate or something. It's a fairly serviceable ship for, without being too, some of the big ships of the line, you have they have a habit of, they're basically, oh, as you can see up here we've got some quests, so that'll tell you, yep, there's an invasion force. Can I attack a war galleon? 6, right, this is probably going to go badly. We're 12 guns and 200 crew, so once again the crew is going to be our issue, particularly since they've unseated some of our guns. Wasting a grape shot. Yeah. So I hope I can beat this captain, otherwise this will be over. Yes, there are still fairly easy captains at this point. So, as we captured I don't think the Spanish are going to be too happy with me. Sailmaker repair skills, yep, we'll definitely take all your stuff. That's a lot of gold we've got. But what we can't, now when a ship's damaged, what you'll find is it'll start coming with that wait for me thing if it's a 2. And you can see the crew's quite happy. Right, I'm not going to be able to dock at San Juan because they're not particularly happy with me. However, let's see. I'm trying to think who else is at war with who. The Dutch aren't doing too well, if I'm honest. Maybe I'm going to head back down. Because yes, they're not happy that I captured their invasion force. Sadly, it will be slower going here. Not capture that. As you can see, they're trying to make life difficult for me, so I should have probably stayed away from there. So, this is just about finished, and like I say, hopefully, if this works out well for, I'm not sure how this works out. Again, I'd love to hear your comments on how you think this works as a let's play. If you think it's not particularly good, if you think I'm going to be stuck for things to say, which is entirely possible, or if you think it's going to be boring to watch, please let me know. Like I say, I'll head back to St. Kitts, see what they think about me capturing a Spanish ship. As you can see, there's storms which all speed you up but can also damage your sails. In fact, what I'm going to do, and I know we're running short, well I know I'm out for the time I said, but we're going to head towards Nevis, because I think I might be able to get you clearly the most exciting bit of this, the ballroom dancing minigame. So the idea is you've got a sword fighting minigame, you've got ship sort of sea fighting at sea, you've got a bit of trading, and you also have romancing daughters. The idea is that at a certain point you'll get too old to do it. They'll talk about how many legendary pirates you've defeated. I can actually just show you on that. That's in where is it? Top 10 pirates. You can see you've got Henry Morning, Blackbeard. They're all real pirates, well, at least from the legend. Bart Roberts, Jack Rackham, and there's Dread Murray, who wasn't real. And the idea is, as you can defeat all of them, so you'll get advice in a bar that a certain person, a certain pirate is somewhere, and you can then try to fight them and take their ship. So let's talk to the governor of Nevis. Again, there's a standard English governor. So. Yeah, he'll be pleased. Soon he'll be. There's a plain daughter, so we've seen all the daughters at any rate. But I will show you the ballroom dancing minigame. This thing was murder. When I first played this game, it was on a laptop, which had a trackpad and no numeric keyboard. And this bit was murder, particularly when it gets difficult. So the idea is you've got to imitate her movements, which flash up in there. Now, if you've got a numeric keypad, this is easy. But if you're working with trying to actually click that, particularly using a trackpad, it becomes exceptionally difficult. And I actually got quite good at learning the sequence of some of the dances. Like I say, this is a fairly easy one, but they get more advanced. I can't remember, there is a sequence you've got to, I think, dance with them 3 times, fight off a suitor, and they usually want a gift or something as well. And like I say, the more attractive ones, you have to be at a higher rank to even so much as attend a dance with them. Bear in mind, this is all while sailing around. There's quite a lot to do in the game. I'd be interested to see if anyone's ever finished it. Oh, did I fluff a step there? Yeah, fluffed a step. Let's round, and turn right, and turn right. Yeah, that's me. Left turn. We're adding wee flares now that we're getting good at it. I think that's the dance just about finished. So yep, ballroom dancing and everything in it. But there's usually a find a suitor, get him as well, which will be another sword fight. And eventually there is a point where you can marry someone. Oh, she will give me some information. Ah yes. And that's another sort of extra. So you can see there's quite a lot that gets thrown your way. And it's worth it because it gives you a bit of focus. So that's Sid Meier's Pirates. If you've liked this video, if you would you like to see me play this more, please do mention it in the comments. Give the video some likes as well. That would be awesome. I will hopefully return within the next month or so with another of my pilot seasons. I'm not quite sure which game it is yet. Again, it's what I can get running and what I can get recording, and indeed how this one even turns out. So if it looks rubbish and I decide to put it up anyway, that probably means I've not managed to fix it or do anything else. So all that remains for today is thank you for watching. Please like and comment, and I'll hopefully return with a different video at some other point. Until then, bye for now.